Normally, two teenage girls vanishing into thin air would be the top story on the local news. But that's not the case here in Minneapolis. There is no Amber Alert, no search parties combing the woods. Sandra, separated from her children by court order, says she finds out her daughters are missing from her attorney.
What was your reaction?
What any mother's reaction would be. I'm concerned, I am worried, everything was going through my mind.
When Sandra's ex-husband David finds out his daughters have disappeared, he is terrified.
What was your biggest fear?
I mean, these are young girls. You don't want them hitchhiking. We live by a truck stop. You think of all these terrible scenarios. And
David says he becomes consumed with bringing his daughters home, that he would never abuse them, and that all of Sandra's allegations against him are completely false.
Have you ever raised a hand against Sandra or your children? Have you ever struck them?
No.
Have you ever physically abused them in any way?
No. I'm a big guy. I kind of come across aggressive, but I never pushed myself upon her. I never did a thing to my children.
Do you have a problem with anger?
Not anger, it's frustration.
Is it possible that there was something in your body language or the way you were speaking that scared Sandra or the children?
You know...
Do the fights get out of control?
No, I'm gonna yell. You're gonna feel pinned. But as far as abusive, no.
But if there wasn't any physical abuse, how is it possible that the Rucki children would tell such frightening stories? Lisa Elliott is David's attorney.
They are parroting what their mom is saying.
But they're not young children.
No.
Why would they do this?
I think she had them so afraid of what would happen if they went with their dad that she said, you have to say this or you're going to end up with your dad.
And David begins to suspect that Sandra knows more than she's saying about their missing daughters.
You and Sandra had been involved by this point in a lengthy and bitter custody fight. Did you think she might have something to do with this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
As the weeks pass with no sign of Samantha or Gianna, David says he spends his nights driving the streets, searching. He begins tailing Sandra to see if she might lead him to the girls, and even hires a private investigator.
You can't get rid of that pain. It never goes away. My mother mostly would, I'll say, prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself for what?
If you never find the girls. How? I couldn't stop looking.
The same cannot be said for Sandra, who appears to go back to life as usual, hopscotching around the world as a flight attendant, popping up on Facebook at an NHL finals game, and lounging on a boat with friends.
Did you call the police?
I had an order not to contact the police.
You have a right to contact the police
Really?
if you're a victim of a crime or if
I
you're
have a court
in
order
danger.
from Judge Knutson that I am not to contact the police.
But this court order directly contradicts that, specifically stating that Sandra should report any information she has about the girls' whereabouts to authorities.
So you did nothing when you found out they were missing then?
Okay, I guess if you're in that situation where you've been stripped of everything related to your children, you don't know what to do.
If one of my children went missing, I'd be out there with a sandwich board saying, find my child.
The courts had completely tied my hands.
1 month after the girls' disappearance, there is a bizarre twist in the story. They show up, but in a place no one expects.
The Rucki girls say they want to be heard.
On local television.
They met with us at a hotel. We don't know who brought them here.
The local Fox 9 station airs this story, and right there, sitting in front of the reporter, are the two missing Rucki sisters.
I'm just really scared it's gonna end really badly.
And once again, they back up what Sandra has been saying.
He was abusive. Really.
In what way?
Emotionally, verbally. I mean, our mom was always our protector, but now there's no one there to protect us.
I was glad to see my girls. But, what I was hearing coming out of their mouths was hard.
And as quickly as you can change the channel, the girls are gone again, vanishing back into the night. Months pass. Their faces appear on the missing and exploited children's website and on thousands of plastic bags distributed in northern Minnesota. The search continues for the Rucki girls. Their parents' epic divorce drags on until the judge finally makes his ruling. In a painstaking 60-page order, he drops a bombshell, awarding full custody of all 5 children to David, writing of Sandra's allegations of abuse that the court has not received any evidence to support her very serious allegations. He went on to say Sandra refused to cooperate with any of the professionals appointed in this case. For David, it is total vindication. 17-year-old Nico, 13-year-old Nia, and 10-year-old Gino return to their father's care. And while David works to mend his fractured relationship with them, his two missing daughters are no closer to being found.
How were the three children reacting to the absence of their sisters? Were they worried?
This was a big-time white elephant in the room. It just, you know, it was always something that was just there.
The secret of what really happened to the Rucki girls holds for 2 alarming long years, until someone who knew that secret, someone who kept it, finally speaks up.
You knew Sandra was lying.
I thought she was, yeah.
Well, you knew she was.
And a secret underground network willing to defy court orders and hide children.
We sort of pass messages. We use a lot of burner phones.
Could this group hold the key to finding the Rucki girls?